Hey everyone, welcome to the Sweet Spot Podcast. I'm your host, Evan O'Dowd, and with me is my co-host, Rob Grasso.
Yes, this is the first episode. We haven't uploaded in a while. We thought because of the inclement weather, we would stay inside.
I'll be on hold and do some So,
we can talk. We can start off with the first topic that we have. We have kind of a lot that has happened in the last few months. But
especially with the trades.
Right. So first on the list, it would be Nolan Arenado getting dealt to the Cardinals. What do you think about that?
I think that's a great move by St. Louis, considering the fact that they made the playoffs 2 years ago, and they made the playoffs again this year, obviously. But now they have the corners of their infield. You got Paul Goldschmidt. Everyone forgets about him playing first base.
Yeah, it's kind of like the silent killer.
Yeah.
He once in a while will give you like a home run or two.
Mm-hmm.
And in the short time that he spent in the postseason, I would say he's pretty clutch with his home runs. He had the wild card game, a 3-run homer, I believe. I think it was a 3-run homer
against the Rockies. Yeah. We got Arenado, who's, in my opinion, the best third baseman in the league, going over there. And, keep in mind, the Cardinals are a very good franchise. And so adding Arenado is a massive piece because he was such a key part of the Rockies' quote-unquote success, whatever you want to call that they had in recent years.
Well, how well do you think he's going to do? I mean, this past year, I know everyone's kind of taking a grain of salt because of Corona and everything.
I think he's still good. I think he's still going to be really good.
I think he had like a 256 average. He didn't have that high of an average.
Keep in mind, though, he was playing in the NL West against teams like the Dodgers and the Padres, and he still was, Nolan Arenado.
He's still good.
Yeah.
We'll just have to see what happens. Also, the Rockies kind of got.
Well, the Rockies are screwed for the next 5 years.
I feel bad for Trevor Story being all alone there.
Poor Trevor Story.
He was popping off the last couple of years too.
Mm-hmm. Trevor Story is one of the most underrated players in the league.
So we could talk about Trevor Bauer trolling.
I want to save that for last. We'll say that for last.
Okay, we'll say that for last. That's
the icing on the cake.
All right, we'll get through some of the more unimportant things. So Marcus Semien and George Springer being dealt to the Jays. How we like that? Well,
I think you should talk first because you're the Jays fan.
I am a Blue Jays fan. I think Springer and Semien, we really needed like a second baseman or shortstop, especially after kind of Bichette's defensive performance in the playoffs. Wasn't very good there. He was a pretty good bat last year. Was it the year last year that he was in the MVP?
2019?
Or was it 2019? I think it was 2019.
Probably 2019.
Yeah, he was top 3, which is debatable, but still, we'll take it. George Springer, we'll just have to see how he does. He was one of the Astros that didn't completely do terrible, after the trash can scandal. But we'll just have to see. We needed to bolster the outfield. We're going to have Teoscar Hernandez there now, Springer, and Lourdes Gurriel Jr., so, got a good core. So what do you think about it? You got any thoughts on it?
Well, I don't really pay attention to the Blue Jays all that much, but from what I've seen, obviously they got the young core with a bunch of, Hall of Famer and, former MLB players' sons. And you add on, someone like Springer, who's a good hitter, when he knows what's coming. But,
Okay, got some shots fired up in here.
Who else did they? Semien?
Yes, we already talked. I already talked about Semien. I don't know if you have any additional feelings about that.
He was in the MVP race a couple years ago, right?
Yeah, he was. It's I think. It was
yeah. So you got a guy who's third in MVP vote, which I think was no offense to Semien, but I think LeMahieu should have at least been.
Yeah,
nominated.
Yeah, it's true. I'm surprised LeMahieu wasn't nominated.
Speaking of LeMahieu, the Yankees signed him to a 6-year deal.
Ah, right. Yeah, that was clutch for the
That was very good for the Yankees.
Yes, it
very good
was.
move by Brian Cashman. He knows what he's doing there in the Bronx.
Yeah, I see them having another great year this year.
They're good. With the Yankees, though, they're good every freaking year.
They've had like for the last 5 years, maybe not 5 years, but 4 years, been like World Series or bust, and they've kind of not made it made through with the win there in the World Series. But maybe they can.
Maybe 2021. We'll see.
Maybe with Kluber
Dodgers.
breakout year.
Maybe MLB fans will finally get after 40 years. Dodgers versus Yankees.
Oh my! All right.
First time since 1981.
Going into the Dodgers, we can go to the Dodgers a little bit.
All right.
Still reigning powerhouses in NL West. I mean, you could take that away. He's a Dodgers fan over here.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I mean, it felt good to get that monkey off the back and finally win a chip.
Yeah.
We should have two though. I'm not going to say why. I think you all know why.
Yes. 2017. Yeah. You know.
Yeah. So okay, I'm looking through our lineup, and I'm just thinking to myself, I might be biased as hell, but I'm just thinking, wow, I don't know who the heck's gonna beat us.
Yeah. The only ones in NL West that possibly
Or the Padres. Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna finish like 10 games behind us.
The Padres added Blake Snell, but I'm not
and
sure.
Yu Darvish.
He's got to, yeah. What if he does better than in the NL than he does in the AL? Because one could say that, one could say that the NL is easier than the AL, so maybe he does a little better.
Oh, who?
Just in general, I feel like the talent in the NL is a little lower than the talent in the AL.
Yeah, because of the DH.
Yeah, I can't believe they're not sticking with the DH in both leagues.
Yeah, maybe they're just trying to see how it plays out this year, and they'll probably do it next year.
Talking more on the Dodgers, you got Justin Turner. Maybe he's not staying there.
As much as Turner means to the organization, if we don't re-sign him, I totally understand why.
I'm fine with the Jays picking him up, you know?
Yeah. The thing with Turner is, too, I love him. He's a great player. He's done so much for the Dodgers. He's 36. He'll be 37 soon, I think.
Yeah.
It's one of those things with age. You don't know how much longer he's going to be really good.
Right. They also traded Jock Peterson and Kike Hernandez.
Actually, no. Peterson was a free agent.
Oh, Peterson went.
I think Kike was too. But
oh, they were both? I didn't know that.
I think they were both free agents.
Anyway.
So Jock Peterson is going to the Cubs. And Kike Hernandez is going to the Red Sox.
I think Hernandez will fit in perfectly.
Yeah, especially with Verdugo.
Right, yeah.
Yep.
Peterson, the Cubs. What's their outfield looking like? Jason Hayward.
Kyle Schwarber. Is Schwarber on the team? Oh wait, no. Schwarber went to the Nationals, right?
He might have moved. Ian Happ. He's not bad out there. I think. Kris Bryant.
Switch hitter.
Outfield.
Yeah, he can a little bit. He's probably more third base, though.
Yeah, probably. I think Albert Almora Jr. is not even on the Cubs anymore.
What the hell happened to him? I haven't heard his name since 2018.
Yeah, Michael Bryant.
Oh, David E? Is he still on the Cubs?
I'm not sure. We have Michael Brantley re-signing with the Astros.
For a short stint with the Toronto Blue Jays.
So I saw the notification, and I was pretty hyped, to get Brantley because I knew he was a good pure hitter. It'd be a really good addition to our lineup until his physical didn't go through, and 2 hours later,
he has to stay in Houston.
And Brantley decided to stay in Houston, and but that is definitely not as bad as the Mets. We'll get to that later, but it's still not as bad as the Mets. Cubs also picked up Arrieta today, signed him, I guess. I think it was.
Oh yeah, he's back with the Cubs.
Yes, I believe so.
Oh, okay.
According
After
to my
after how long was he with the Phillies? He was with the Phillies for like 3 years.
years, I think. Yeah. Agreed. Yeah, 1-year deal that they had.
So yeah, Chicago Cub 1-year deal back to the Cubs.
How were our numbers? How was his numbers last year? They weren't that good, were they?
With the Phillies,
He did not do that. I mean, he did not do that well. I don't think. 5. Yeah, his ERA was a 5.1 in 2020.
wow.
That's.
Arrieta went from being one of like the most average pitchers in the league to like one of the best in like the blink of an eye.
He was on the Orioles, wasn't he?
He started with the Orioles, and then after I remember he threw a no-hitter against the Dodgers, and that's when he started to take off.
Yeah. So we got anything else in the Cubs? I don't believe.
Nope.
We can move on then to Chris Davis and the Rangers. How are we feeling about Oakland Athletics trading away Chris Davis and I don't think they traded Marcus. Did they trade Marcus Semien or did we sign him?
I thought Simeon went to the Blue Jays.
No, he did, but I'm not sure if we signed him or he was traded. I
I don't know.
I can't remember my MLB facts here. Let me just see this real quick. But what do we think about the Athletics? I mean, how are they? Okay, yeah, 1-year deal. They signed him, so he's a free agent.
Well, the past couple of years, the Athletics have been like a wild card team.
Yeah, I mean, didn't they have like 90-something wins and they were a wild card? I mean,
Yeah.
that's like.
So I mean, I don't know how. I don't know. I mean, they'll probably still be a contender, like as a wild card team.
Yeah, I mean, who they got?
Oh.
They got Chapman. They got Laureano.
Oh, they got Matt
They got
Chapman.
Profar. They have Greg Olson. Not
Greg
Greg Olson.
Olson. You have Greg Olson.
That is okay.
Or wait, no. Matt Olson. Matt Olson.
I told you it's football. He's retired. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt Olson, the first baseman who hits just only home runs.
Yeah, and he hits 211 every year. I mean, Chris Davis hits 247 every year too.
Yeah, but okay. So, what do you think about the Rangers? The Rangers could be in talks for.
The Rangers aren't really. They haven't really done anything since 2016. But
Blue Jays, get him a little rough.
I mean, you could see something coming back to.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Arlington.
I mean, their record last year wasn't terrible. I mean,
Yeah.
for the team that
Rangers don't want to sleep on them. I think they still have a chance.
Oh yeah, didn't they? Didn't Elvis Andrews also move away from the Rangers? Didn't he go somewhere?
Yeah, and so did Corey Kluber. Corey Kluber went to the Yankees.
Right.
Mhm.
Yep, he went to the Athletics. It was for Chris Davis.
Oh,
instead of
okay.
the trade.
Yeah.
It was Andrews for Chris Davis and others.
Okay.
Another big trade that happened recently was Benintendi to the Royals. I'm not sure how Benintendi's going to work in the Royals. I mean, I feel like he might shine a little bit, only because there's not a lot of.
I mean, you got Whit Merrifield and Salvador Perez.
Oh, and that young prospect. Oh my God, I can't remember his name. This is terrible.
Khalil.
What's his name?
Is that him or is he on another team?
Oh God, hold on. No worries, guys. I'm going to. His name. Oh, there you go. Adalberto Mondesi.
Oh, I was thinking of a totally different team.
He's the really good. He's like the really good young guy.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You also have Jorge Soler kind of popping off.
Mhm.
So you know what? They're not terrible. They're not terrible. They're not as bad as the Tigers, that's for sure.
Yeah, you want to be like the Tigers.
I think the Tigers. I mean, they went from like back-to-back World Series.
They went from World Series. They had Miguel Cabrera. He won the Triple Crown in 2012, and they got to the World Series that year. And then
Yeah.
Then you know.
Yeah. I mean,
Verlander goes to Houston. Cabrera's kind of getting up there in age. He's 37 too. Let's see. They had Scherzer. Scherzer's a national. And Zimmerman. I think they also had Jordan Zimmerman.
Yes, they did. I remember that. Yeah.
Yep.
So other things that we have, I think. Okay, well, just some minor things. Well, not minor things. We'll talk about the Mets last, as we've said. But some
Oh wait,
other
no.
things.
We'll talk about the Mets and then the Dodgers.
So we have Marcell Ozuna resigning with Atlanta, I believe.
Oh yeah, Yadier Molina re-signed 1 year with the Cardinals.
Right. Of course, you're gonna sign Yachty again. I think he
Yep.
would finish his career in St. Louis.
Got it. I think that's the only team he's played for. I'm pretty sure his whole career.
Yeah, I think so too.
Mm-hmm. With Adam Wainwright too.
Yeah.
Those two have been, I think, together for. I'm gonna look it up. Adam Wainwright, because Yadier Molina's first year was 04.
Right.
They were Wainwright got the final strikeout of the 2006 World Series. So they've been at least since 2006. 2005.
Wow, that's a while.
Yeah. So Yachty's been on the team since 04. Adam Wainwright's been on the team since 05.
That's
crazy.
That Yadier Molina is still a catcher for over 16 years. I think.
Oh, that sucks. I feel bad for Adam Wainwright because he missed the whole 2011 season. So he had Tommy John, and that's one of the years the Cardinals won the World Series. So he didn't get a ring. That sucks.
Yeah, big curveball guy, huh?
Yeah.
I think it's finally time to talk about the elephant in the room, which is
the New York Mets and the LA Dodgers.
So to start off, we can start about Steve Cohen. You can talk about Steve Cohen and what he's done.
Well, he's definitely been a lot better than the Van Wagons.
Oh my God, yeah.
Absolutely. And any Mets fan will say that. He's done more in, 2 months than
so much money
Van Wagons done in 2 years.
They got the money to spend.
So they got Francisco Lindor.
Yeah.
Best shortstop, in my opinion, in baseball. I think a lot of people say that too.
That's a hot take right there.
That's not really. I think a lot of people could say that.
What else did we got at that position?
You got Lindor, you got Seager, you got Story, you got Tatis, you got who else?
Not
Simeon.
Really. Simmons. Not really.
He's more of a glove.
Yeah.
He doesn't really have the bat.
I feel like we're missing something big here.
Oh, Brandon Crawford?
No. Defensive, man. Defensive.
All
right, so it's pretty. Jose Ramirez plays some shortstop, I think.
Yeah.
He's mainly third baseman though.
Mm-hmm.
The Mets are also maybe they're in discussion for Kris Bryant, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
That would be huge.
And someone else. Oh, Matt Olson. Or not Matt Olson. Matt Chapman.
Matt Chapman. Yeah. I think who would be the better fit, personally.
I think Kris Bryant.
I think.
I don't really know.
If you want more offense, obviously Kris Bryant, and he's got a good glove. If you want a really good glove, Matt Chapman is the guy to go with.
Yeah, I feel like though you can't. His offense and his defense balance each other out because I think you'll get more offensive production out of Kris Bryant.
Yeah, I think you would too. I think he's looking to have another bounce year.
Yeah, he has injuries have kind of been killing him because 2016 he won the MVP. Let's not forget that.
He did that. He did that.
And Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year 2015. What did he do exactly? I forget.
He slid head first into first base and dislocated his shoulder or something.
Yeah. Or Jeter did that.
Something with the shoulder.
Yeah.
And since his swing it incorporates his shoulder so much, it kind of just screwed everything up.
I think Derek Jeter did that in 2003 or something. He missed half the season.
And now, what you all been waiting for, we have to talk about our guy involving the Dodgers, the troll.
Trevor
Bauer.
Trevor the troll
Bauer.
of MLB.
Oh my God, he actually apologized, to the Mets.
Yes. So did what's that guy's name? Bob Nightingale.
Oh, Bob Nightingale. I remember
him. He tweeted out a day before Bauer announced what team he was going on. Trevor Bauer is a New York Met, and all of Mets Twitter going crazy. Giraffe neck Mark. He was like popping beers,
Yeah.
and then an hour later, he finds out that it's fake. Oh my god! I didn't say anything to any of like my Mets fan friends because I wanted to be classy about it. I didn't really brag about it all that much. But then I'm coming home from school, and I see on my phone Dodgers signed Trevor Bauer. I was like, oh, we're going back to back.
We're going back to back.
We're going to back.
I don't know, but Trevor Bauer, I mean, overrated, you know?
I mean, he won a Cy Young. I know it was only 60 games.
Right. I mean, if you, like, 62 games from 60 games is a huge difference.
Yeah, he's not starting every game, though. You got Kershaw, you got Bueller, you got Price, you got Dustin May, you got Julio Urias.
How old is David Price? He's gotta be like...
David Price, he's like 34. That's not that old.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Hang on, let me look him up. You're not really old until you're like 36.
Until you're like 36. Oh my god. So
David Price is... Oh, he's 35.
What do we
Got
think
a
about the
couple more
Marlins?
good years out of him.
What do we think about
Thinking
the
about the Marlins, obviously they made a playoff push last year, only in a short season. But
Yeah.
a lot of people were criticizing Derek Jeter for what he was doing, but I actually agree with his plan. So if you want to win, you gotta start from the bottom up. You gotta build from, and I think he's taken a lot of like aspects from what the Dodgers have been doing. The Dodgers are a homegrown franchise. Obviously, here and there we'll get Mookie Betts and Trevor Bauer. And because the Dodgers can afford that. Mm-hmm. But also, yeah, I think the thing is too, what Jeter's trying to do is he's trying to build a franchise from the bottom up that can win, and so it's going to attract other star players to go to the Marlins.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't really know how long it's going to take, but
obviously people ridiculed him because obviously you trade away a guy like Christian Yelich who goes to Milwaukee and he wins an MVP and then has another MVP season. Stanton goes to the Yankees. Stanton has been an absolute bust for the Yankees so far, even though he did have a really good postseason in 2020.
Even though he started 2020 with a bomb off of Scherzer.
That was like I think that was like one of the longest home runs of the year, and that was like the first home run of the whole season.
It was so. I remember watching.
We were watching that game.
It was so weird without fans.
Yeah, then I got used to it.
Yes, we all get used to it sometimes.
Yeah.
We kind of have to. I'm not sure if we have anything else on our list here. If you have anything that you want to bring up that we could talk about, maybe. I personally don't have anything else on.
All right, so let's actually hang on. I have it going. So I think we already know our predictions for who's going to win the NL.
Oh yeah.
Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is going to win the American League?
Oh, I'm gonna have to stick with my strong prediction, and I'm gonna have to go with the Yankees.
Yeah, you can't really go wrong with the Yankees.
I think as much as it hurts me to say, I think the Yankees are gonna be the ones on top in the AL. I don't know who. I mean, the Rays will be right next to them.
Even though they lost Snell.
Oh
yeah. Even though they lost Snell, it's a big piece. But if Randy Arozarena can have another season where he just comes out of nowhere,
he
pops off.
He had some allegations there, I mean. But
they were, he was innocent. Don't worry.
All right, that's a good thing. I'm trying to think. Is there any more? There's a lot more teams in the AL that are competing. So
I think you'll see Boston come back in a couple of years.
The Astros,
make a push.
You gotta always have the Astros in there.
Houston is, even with all these people giving them crap for cheating, they're still a very good team.
You have the Twins.
But the Twins will get slaughtered by the Yankees in the first round anyway.
You have Cleveland.
That's happened since every year since like 2002.
I guess you have Cleveland. You know, they
I
may
guess, yeah,
stick around.
the Indians could.
Um, I'm trying
Um,
to think. What else? I
I don't
mean,
know. The AL Central though is not really a great
oh,
division.
the everybody always says, the Angels, the Angels, the Angels might.
Angels.
I don't
Anthony Rendon is like the Kawhi Leonard of basketball
like.
or baseball. I mean, if
I
you think about it, he wins a championship, and then he goes to the other LA team that is kind of there, that no one really talks about, and then the other LA, and then the more popular LA team wins a championship the following year.
Did you see? Did you see MLB National League? They had the Braves winning 82 wins.
Oh my God! I know they had him in fourth place, which I think is absolutely insane.
That's
How do you have the Braves, who are one win away from going to the World Series,
like,
and then you put them in fourth place
that's disrespectful.
behind the Phillies and the? I mean, the Phillies. Actually, the Phillies won't be a bad team. I shouldn't, but I think the Braves are a lot better than those two teams.
Yeah.
Than that, the Mets. Obviously the Mets are going to be good. I think.
They also got the Cardinals at 500. I mean,
That's a little disrespectful.
I'm not entirely sure about that one.
Either way, at the end of the day, I think the Dodgers will probably take care of business in the NL.
Yeah, most likely.
And I'm not, as a Dodgers fan, I'm not trying to be biased. I just think that's just the truth.
With their team, I mean,
Yeah.
Hey, at least Arenado did not go to the Dodgers. That would be.
Honestly, it wouldn't have even been all that fun anymore if we picked up Arenado.
Oh, come on.
No, it really wouldn't have. I know. I know. I want him to be competitive. I don't want to just,
I'm making a
That's the baseball fan side of me. That's not the Dodgers greedy fan in me. That's the baseball fan in me.
I am making a prediction that in 2024, my Blue Jays will be playing the Dodgers, and we'll take them to a game 6, and
you'll beat them in 6.
Yes, I'm predicting that right now. Mark it down in your calendars.
I have to wait and see. If that happens, I will give you $100.
I hope that happens.
We'll have to wait 3 years to see.
But apparently there's like some curse where if Toronto wins, a year later everything goes to crap. Because
I saw that. Like all the Toronto sports teams.
In 93, I believe, or 92, I can't remember, there was a player strike the next year. Of course, 2020 happened after the Toronto Raptors won. In 2019.
Oh, well, no, and 93, the Blue Jays won, and then the year later, O.J. Simpson killed his wife.
And the strike, the MLB
and the strike. Yeah.
No baseball. And apparently there's something with the hockey team as well. They just
the hockey team. The hockey team won the championship, and then I think the Spanish flu pandemic happened a year later.
Right. Yeah, so I don't know if I want them to. There hasn't been very good things that can come after that.
Not at all.
I don't have anything else on the agenda.
I don't think I do either.
All right, so this has been the Sweet Spot here with Evan and Rob. Hopefully you enjoyed this little segment, trying to shake things up a bit.
Trying to grow some fans and grow a fan base for baseball and other sports too.
Yeah, if we want to talk about basketball or football.
We could talk about basketball or football or any other sports. Probably not hockey. I think the only 3 sports that we really know anything about are football, basketball, and baseball.
Yeah. Maybe some tennis. No, I'm joking. Some tennis. But yeah.
Maybe a little golf.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good. But other than that, I got nothing else.
Yeah, neither do I.
So this has been the Sweet Spot. Hopefully you have enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.
Take care, guys.